Oracle just did something no other Fortune 500 company has done yet. They publicly admitted they're replacing product managers, engineers, and designers with AI. Not in 5 years. Not eventually. Right now. According to Gizmodo, the company is explicitly citing artificial intelligence as the driver for downsizing entire product teams. The people who decide what gets built, how it works, and what customers actually need. This is the moment the AI revolution stops being theoretical and becomes a pink slip. Let me explain why this matters more than you might think. When Oracle downsizes product teams, they're not cutting administrative staff or support roles. Product teams are the people who decide what features get built, how software gets designed, what customer problems get solved. These are high-skill positions requiring years of experience and deep expertise in enterprise software. Product managers specifically spend their days conducting user research, analyzing competitor strategies, defining product roadmaps, prioritizing feature development based on customer feedback, and making strategic decisions about how to solve complex enterprise problems. Engineers write code, architect systems, design databases, and implement those product decisions across millions of lines of code. Designers create user interfaces, conduct usability testing, and design user experiences that determine whether enterprise customers can actually use the software. These aren't entry-level roles. These aren't positions you can fill with someone fresh out of college. These are people with 5, 10, sometimes 15 years of specialized experience. The kind of experience that costs companies millions of dollars to develop internally. And according to Gizmodo's reporting, Oracle believes artificial intelligence can handle these responsibilities with fewer human workers. Think about the irony here. For the last 2 years, every tech company has been telling us the same story. AI will augment your work. AI will make you more productive. AI will create new jobs while eliminating repetitive tasks. That's the official narrative at earnings calls and industry conferences. But when you look at what companies are actually doing, not what they're saying, but what they're doing, the story is completely different. But here's what's different about Oracle's approach. They're not hiding it. Most companies are quietly restructuring and calling it optimization. Oracle is explicitly citing AI as the driver, according to Gizmodo's reporting, which Oracle itself has not officially confirmed. That honesty, or that lack of PR polish, might actually be the most revealing part of this story. It suggests the restructuring is happening so fast that companies don't have time to craft the narrative. They're just being direct about it. Here's the question you should be asking. If AI is supposed to make workers more productive, why would you need fewer of them? There are 2 possible answers. 1. Companies aren't viewing AI as a productivity multiplier. They're viewing it as a direct replacement for labor. 2. Companies overestimated growth and are using AI adoption as cover for necessary headcount reductions. Oracle hasn't clarified which scenario applies, but the outcome is identical either way. Fewer jobs for knowledge workers. Now here's where the story gets even more interesting. Because Oracle isn't alone in treating AI as an existential restructuring force. Consider what's happening at Groupon, a company in a completely different industry, facing completely different competitive pressures. Yet they're making a similar strategic move, elevating AI to the board level. Groupon appointed Amit Shah to its board of directors and established a board-level artificial intelligence committee. But here's what's telling. They haven't disclosed Shah's specific AI background, the committee's actual mandate, or even when this committee will start meeting. It's a signal without substance. Yet even that signal matters, because it shows a struggling daily deals company is betting its future on AI governance at the highest level. The level where existential business decisions get made. Groupon is a daily deals company that's been struggling for relevance for years. They're not a cutting-edge AI startup. They're not a cloud infrastructure company. They're a legacy e-commerce platform that's been searching for its place in the market. And yet they just created a board-level AI committee. Not a tech committee. Not a digital transformation task force. A board-level AI committee. The level where existential business decisions get made. Why would a struggling daily deals company suddenly prioritize AI governance at the board level? Possibly because they see AI as their competitive lifeline. Possibly because they're reacting to market pressure from better-funded competitors. Without knowing the committee's specific mandate, we can only observe the signal. Groupon is betting on AI as a strategic priority, not just a tactical tool. But the pattern extends beyond these 2 companies. When you start looking at what's actually happening across the tech industry, not what companies are announcing, but what they're actually doing. You see the same moves happening everywhere. Teams being restructured, roles being eliminated. The justification is always the same: AI efficiency. Why does this matter? Because every major company is starting to realize the same thing. Artificial intelligence isn't just a technology anymore. It's an existential business question. It's not should we use AI, it's how quickly can we restructure our entire organization around AI before our competitors do. But here's the pattern you need to see. Oracle downsizing product teams because of AI. According to Gizmodo, Groupon establishing board-level AI oversight. These aren't random corporate moves. These are two different companies arriving at the same conclusion. The organizational structure that worked for the last decade doesn't work in an AI-native world. When Oracle restructures product teams, they're essentially saying, we can build better software with fewer people because AI can handle design decisions, code generation, and strategic planning. If that's true for Oracle, it's true for every software company. Microsoft, Google, Amazon. Every company that relies on product teams to ship software is vulnerable to the same logic. Now, Oracle hasn't released specific numbers about how many people will be affected, according to Gizmodo's reporting. But when you're talking about downsizing product teams at a major enterprise software company, you're talking about potentially thousands of people, not hundreds, thousands. And the timing is crucial. This isn't happening 5 years from now. This isn't a maybe we'll do this eventually announcement. This is happening now. Oracle is making these decisions right now. Groupon is setting up governance structures right now. The theory is that companies moving fastest on AI restructuring will have competitive advantages, lower labor costs, faster decision making, more agile organizations. But we won't know if that's actually true for 18 to 24 months. What we do know, the competitive pressure to move is real, and it's cascading through the industry right now. And that competitive pressure will force other companies to make similar moves, whether they want to or not. Here's what could happen next. If this pattern continues, we could see similar announcements from other major technology companies. However, the actual timeline depends on factors we can't predict: regulatory pressure, market conditions, and whether other companies follow Oracle's transparency approach. Some companies might move quietly, others might follow Oracle's explicit approach. But the underlying pressure is the same. AI efficiency is a justification for workforce reduction. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Artificial intelligence will create some new jobs. It will create roles that didn't exist before. But it's also going to eliminate existing roles. And in the short term, the next 2 to 3 years, the elimination is going to outpace the creation. That's just the math of how technology disruption works. When you can replace a product manager earning $250,000 per year with an AI system that costs $50,000 annually, the financial incentive is overwhelming. Oracle and Groupon are being more honest about this trade-off than most companies. They're not pretending. They're not sugarcoating it. They're just saying, we're restructuring around AI, and that means we need fewer people in certain roles. That honesty is almost refreshing compared to the messaging we've heard from other companies. We're not replacing workers, we're augmenting them. Sure, that's probably true for some roles. But let's not pretend that Oracle is downsizing product teams because they want to make those product managers more productive. They're downsizing because they believe artificial intelligence can do the work with fewer people. So here's the real question. What happens when this pattern spreads? When it's not just Oracle and Groupon, but every major technology company is restructuring around AI. When the competitive pressure forces even companies that wanted to be thoughtful about this transition to move faster. You get a labor market that's fundamentally disrupted. You get wage pressure in knowledge work sectors. You get a skills gap where the work that remains requires abilities that most workers don't have yet. You get entire job categories that simply cease to exist. And you get a timeline that's much faster than most people are prepared for. The AI revolution isn't some distant thing happening in research labs. It's happening right now, in corporate boardrooms, in product team restructurings, in the real decisions that affect real people's livelihoods. Oracle and Groupon are showing us what the future looks like. And if you're paying attention, you'll see this pattern accelerate over the coming months and years. The companies making these moves aren't announcing them on earnings calls. They're burying them in press releases and Gizmodo articles. They're hoping you won't notice the pattern. If you want to see these signals before they hit mainstream news, before they affect your career, before they reshape your industry, You need to be paying attention to what companies are actually doing, not what they're saying. Stay sharp. The AI era is here, and it's moving faster than you think.